dishes, man. Let me talk to the folk while I watch these cook, man. You have to watch these damn things. I hate watching them, but I was like, shit. I feel like it just take extra long. But I was like, ain't gonna take long if I'm talking to y'all. Cause I got some shit I wanna say to y'all. Yes, sir. Let me see if I got it all on my room. Cause I was drinking like a mother that night. You did. Yes, sir, ski. Manifestation. Yeah, buddy. Wash dishes with your boy. You finna wash dishes, man. We ain't finna be on here long. Just finna wash dishes. Cause I ain't feel like listening to no music, and I was like, shit, let me talk to my people, man. Let me talk to my people while I'm washing dishes. Drinking out this plastic bottle I don't need to be drinking out of, but who cares? We unhealthy. I just, man. I just played. I take that back. Forgot my cells was listening. All my cells to come on me. We healthy over here. You did. I want y'all to say something. It's plastic, so what? Appreciate that. Jamari, appreciate that. Y'all changed my life. Alright, what it do? Alicia, what it do? Big Fugo, what it do? Fun for cool, what's poppin', man? Hey, man, Tennis Mouse, what's going on? Y'all know y'all my family, right? So I just tried to decide to call y'all while I'm finna wash these dishes. And I just wanted to talk about something. Just my family member ain't here. I can talk about them online. But now let me stop playing, man. Cause having a YouTube channel, I feel like I shouldn't have told some of my family, well, one of my family members, cause I ain't tell everybody that I had a YouTube channel. It seemed like they be feeling like I be talking about them sometimes. And I feel like sometimes I do. But I don't be saying no names though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is normal. You know what I mean? I feel like I come to y'all and talk. I'd never be messy and putting no name like, oh, my sister, my brother, you know what I'm saying, do this, but I don't feel like you can find any real YouTuber that comes online and don't talk about situations that happen in their life. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they would be fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, long as somebody ain't, if y'all can't really identify who I'm talking about, that's different. You know what I mean? But the only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm correlating this to voting. You know what I mean? And me and my family have different political views. You know what I'm saying? Me and my family, you know what I'm saying? Different associate friends. But there ain't nothing to bicker about. There ain't nothing to, you know what I'm saying, getting their feelings about. Some people do get in their feelings, man, about politics and religion. It's just some people you don't have conversations with at all. You know what I mean? Cause it seems like, because sometimes it be seem like shit. They don't listen to you when you in their face talking about it. When you go online, it's like they seem to always find a video you saying something. You know what I mean? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the hell going on? Like, cause anything I say online, it'll be nothing that I won't say to them. You know what I mean? Because it's like y'all family, they family. It's because it's nothing. It's matrix conversation. You know what I mean? That's all it is. This damn net, man. I be hating these nets get created. Damn, I gotta that's one thing about juicing, man. You gotta hurry up and get this damn when you get that fruit out, you gotta hurry up and go and get it out, man. Cause them fruit flies will come so quick. That one little fly getting on my damn nerves, I wanna just swat it. But yeah, man, when it comes to like political stuff, that's why I want to talk about. I'm going like no, I'm going to talk to y'all about it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how anybody feels about it. You know what I mean? Cause you know how some people can watch your videos, you know, and they know you talking about them. That's the only thing that they need to realize. They know, but nobody else know. I'm not putting nobody's name. I'm not being messy or nothing. I'm coming to y'all with my views because how can you expect somebody not to talk to their online family about certain things and well, I'm talking to the real family, y'all ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? You don't listen. And then it's like huffing and puffing and all that. And it's like, it ain't even got to get to that point because I know it just come with me, you know what I mean? It could be a you thing too when it comes to just people just, you know what I'm saying? Because your family judge you on your past too, man. The stuff you used to do, you know what I'm saying? Where you at in life, you know what I mean? All this shit really, it don't phase me, but it just like, I know where they coming from when it comes to it. You know what I mean? I know there's some people in this life, they never change. So, and there's some people who look at people and they couldn't imagine nobody changing too, like fully. You know what I mean? Like change is not evolution and change and transition is not a thing of normalcy. You know what I mean? And when it is, it's only like, damn, look how bad she doing. She used to be straight A, now she doing drill. You know what I mean? But when it's reversed, don't too many people talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, people are known to talk about the bad transition, but when it comes to the good transition, people want to focus on the transition, like the bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel what I'm saying? So that's how it is when it comes to somebody, so-called whatever, getting enlightened or being more conscious. Like, people want to look out. Down, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, man, it'd be a whole different reality for that person to take on and accept. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty much, people don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because of just your past. But moving along, cause I came to watch these dishes. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch these dishes. I just keep on looking at the chat. But yeah, man. It was a thing about voting. You know what I mean? And I was telling a certain family member, man, you know, just stick to your guns. If you don't really believe you in voting, you know what I mean? Don't go vote. You know, cause a family member, it's more people that ask me, am I gonna vote? Who am I gonna vote? And I just told them, no, I'm not gonna vote. You know what I mean? And I can see like a change in the energy, whatever. But when they tell me they gonna vote, my energy don't change. It's like, only time my energy changes is like if you say you're not gonna vote or you say you're going to vote and your opinion changes just off of another person. You know what I mean? Because when it comes down to it, the voting, man, can't nobody convince me to vote. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it. And then it's like, this is not only one person, so I don't want nobody to feel like they targeted when it comes to that. It's like everybody who asked me to vote or told me to vote, and I told them no, it's like immediately after they said this is what our ancestors died for. So at this point, I'm looking at this: is that something you really feel, or is that a program? You know what I mean? Is that a program that you're saying because you're really programmed to say that? Because there's not a chance that every time I give a different person a reply to the same answer they asked me, whether it's 3 or 4, 5 people, all y'all have the same response to the answer I gave y'all, is that our ancestors died for it. So I'm like, is that a program? You know what I mean? And I know it is. It's like I'm asking it, but I know it's a program because nobody finds different shit to say after that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, and people like can really think that they have their own line of questioning and their own mind. But if you're a program, you're not gonna know that you're a program. You know what I mean? Like the stuff that I used to do in the past, I didn't know I was programmed. That's why I was doing it. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people just don't take accountability to the programming that they have. Like, I feel like the questioning is if people have their own thinking faculties working up there, it shouldn't be the same thing. And I be telling people, man, I was like, if our ancestors knew we vote, I feel like they'll slap the shit out of us. You know what I mean? And then you gotta take in consideration, we have things that our ancestors didn't have. We have a new form of technology, and all this information is online telling us this and that about this and that. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, who's telling you to vote? Politicians. You know what I mean? And if we want to group politicians into a certain category, what we group them into? We group them into the government. Okay, you're listening to the government who's telling you to go vote. Didn't we listen to the government? The word is, I didn't say we. Didn't certain people listen to the government when they was told to go get a vaccination? And some people are no longer here due to that. So why are you constantly doing things that, so you being selective on what the government tell you to do? Cause I know people who didn't get the vaccine but going to vote, and I know people who got the vaccine but ain't voting. So how are you selective when it comes to the so-called master? You know what I mean? I would say don't do none of this shit. You know what I mean? It's like certain things that we do now. Okay, you go to work. This the normal thing. You know what I mean? Go work, get some money. Ain't nobody blame for that because it's gonna take a whole collective consciousness for people to just stop going to their work, to their workplace. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, man, why are you still listening to the people who told you that when you got this shot, you wasn't gonna get the so-called disease that was going around? But when you got it, a year later they told you that you still could get it. You know what I mean? The same people who told you to vote told you to wear a mask, and a couple years later they told you that the mask really wasn't effective on nothing. So them same people you listening to right now saying go vote. How about we start? It should be a mechanism in our brain that goes off and say, maybe we should do what the government doesn't tell us to do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The government tells us to do something, and it hasn't been for our benefit all these other times. Like when our ancestors got tricked into the Tuskegee experiment, and all these different experiments that they had for people of different races and of color. You know what I mean? Majority of color, but everybody want to like pull the race out when it comes to like vote. You know what I mean? And a lot of people voting for color. You know what I'm saying? This was crazy. Like they not even getting into. That's why I respect the people who go on to vote and they actually diving into what they voting for. A lot of people just voting for the black people. I'm gonna say it, just voting for Kamala because she a woman and she black, and they just and it's just the shit of I never seen it before. You know what I mean? Because even when it came to like Donald Trump, I be so mixed up with this shit. But when who the fuck it was Hillary Clinton. I don't know. She running against Donald or Barack, but whatever. I know she won the popular vote, and I mean we already know. Like I said, the popular vote is from the people. So if Hillary Clinton, because if that's the case, if our vote count, Hillary Clinton was supposed to be the president, but since she didn't make it, and she so-called won due to the electoral votes, which has nothing to do with the people, that means we don't have fucking, like, this shit doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But it's still like people still going off the ancestor thing, so you finna go waste your time because you think your ancestors enjoy this shit. No, it's just like, it's just the fact that people think they're not slaves no more. You know what I mean? Yes, we're not going through the same stuff that our ancestors were going through, but we make no doubt about it. You still are a slave. You're going to, I don't care if you, man, you're going to a job that you don't want to go to. Anybody in this chat can say, man, if they could have the option not to go to work tomorrow and the week after that and the week after that and still get paid, 100% of people will raise their hand and do this shit. Is that slavery? You're doing something against your will. No, they're not putting a gun up to your head, but if you don't go to that job, you won't have nowhere to stay unless you own acres. You feel what I'm saying? But people don't. I can't even get into a conversation this long with my family. You know what I mean? That's why I gotta call. That's why I gotta call y'all. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when it's coming from a messenger that they don't want to hear from, it's not gonna make sense. You know what I mean? That's why I say, that's why it's like this with y'all, you know, with y'all family. Y'all come and y'all talk to me about certain stuff because y'all family's not gonna listen. Because when you only one that's coming apart this matrix, you know what I mean? We not perfect, but we're just using our mental faculties, man. We're seeing like this stuff is not right. Why would I go do it? I'm not finna go vote to make nobody happy. That's all of. Because even then, you're selling your soul. You know what I mean? Whether it's a family member, you know what I mean? On the fence. That's why I didn't like about the people who got the vaccine. I still got respect for the people who got the vaccine out of their own will and said, man, folks, y'all talking about this shit scaring the hell out of me. I want this vaccine. But for the people who didn't get it, I respect them because you said you want to get it, you want to put in this in your body. It's a foreign substance you're not going to put in your body. But the people who was on the fence, And my grandma told me to go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the kids because y'all had no choice. You know what I mean? The kids had no choice. But the people who's grown and like, my grandma was pressuring me to get. The ones who was on the fence, those the ones I'm looking at. Cause like, why not? Why are you not standing on what you believe in? If you don't want that in your body, don't go get it. You know what I'm saying? And if you wanted that in your body, and you didn't go get it. You should have got it. You feel what I'm saying? I know they sound crazy. Cause like, why you telling people they should have got it? Because if you wanted to get it, you should have got it. You should have got the results that you was looking for. You feel what I'm saying? Because we all make our own decisions, but they shouldn't be manipulated. Our minds shouldn't be able to be manipulated by a family member, a girlfriend, a wife, a husband, or a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? None of this shit should be able to be manipulated. So when I believe in something, I'm standing on it until I deem otherwise, until I do a proper research or if something makes sense to me and it clicks in my mind. Nobody's gonna make me do that. You know what I mean? You got people falling out by politics. You got people falling out by religion and different beliefs. Why y'all falling out about it? Why can't nobody be in the household and talk like adults? Everybody claim they're adult because they paying bills, but where the adultness at? That don't mean you are adult because you paying bills. That don't mean you are adult because you make 6 figures, 7 figures. That don't mean you're adult because you got a Lamborghini. You know what I mean? What makes you adult is being able to stand on what you believe in, have a conversation about what you believe in without you getting antsy or whatever. You know what I mean? Because the people who get antsy, you may not stand on what you believe in if somebody's making you mad off their beliefs. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you don't stand on what you believe in. It's like the programming is making you infuriated because you don't have control over somebody else's programming. Like I said, we all living in these matrix, and people think that these are their thoughts. And people saying this is the ancestors and all that. Man, ancestors, man, our ancestors didn't die for this shit. Our ancestors died to be free. Our ancestors didn't die to motherfucking go to church. Our ancestors didn't die for none of this shit. Our ancestors just strictly wanted to be free. Our ancestors didn't want nobody to run over them. They had a lot of people running over them. They see how they turned out. Our ancestors didn't want to fucking vote. You know what I mean? And if they did, it came along a part of the time when slavery, whenever they started doing the voting stuff, and they made people who went and vote feel important. That's a psychological trick. So if you do feel like, you know what I'm saying, and it's no shot to nobody, if you do feel like you important just based off you going to vote, then they plan work. You know what I mean? Like I can literally have, I'm gonna put it like this. I can literally have a group, you can call it a game, where we just beat up folks, you know what I mean? To get them in. We can just hit them over the head. Like to join this game, you gotta get hit over the head. So I hit you over the head, now you joining this game. And now I got, you know what I'm saying, we all gang, right? And everybody in the gang feeling important. Even though that's a stupid way to get in the game, the people who are not a part of that game gonna want to be in that game because these people are all a part of something. You know what I mean? So even if it takes them getting hit over the head, it's just the secrecy of not being able to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So if these people say, well, shit, I'll take a hit over the head. Well, they like, okay, you gotta get hit with a gun over the head. Okay, I'm gonna be a part of the game. So they get hit over the head with a pistol whip, and get in the game. Now they feel important. Even though the gang really consists of nothing, they're not doing nothing. They're probably just in the passenger seat or in the back seat just riding around the city. But now they feel like they did something. You know what I mean? So, and they probably looking at the past like, damn, my brother couldn't get in this game. You know what I mean? He died before it was time to get in the game, or before this game was even invented. So now you feel like you riding for your brother, and this the game your brother wanted to get in. You know what I mean? But when you get a part of it, you feel like it's not really nothing. It's all the secrecy of not being able to do something. That's why they say the preacher's daughters and the preacher's wives be the most promiscuous, because they be the ones who, when humans lack freedom, they want to go get freedom. They want to do more. You know what I mean? So that's why they didn't give us freedom, and they gave us more shit along down the line so we can feel like we're liberated. That's what people don't understand. It's a psychological trick. You know what I'm saying? Ain't shit changed. You feel what I'm saying? They just know. That's why the best relationships and they last the longest when the woman is free in a relationship. Not saying she can go out and she can do all that, but when she can have male friends or she can do friends and she's a trustworthy woman, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants freedom. So when you on a lease, that's why you got this girl you trying to change her and all this shit. Otherwise you can't make a whole house by you. You trying to change the shit on the lease and all this shit. She being faithful, but when she get out the what's called, she doing all the stuff you ain't never heard of. Oh, she do this, she did. She went out to this place. She got freedom now. You know what I'm saying? Even if she didn't want to do it prior in her lifestyle, the fact that she was with you and she couldn't do shit is making her do everything now. That's why when a lot of kids go away from college and their parents kept a tight leash on them, they be the hoes and, you know, they do more stuff. The tight leash is the lack of freedom. You feel what I'm saying? If anything, we could correlate that to what they do. If anything, if anybody watch Power, if anybody watch Ghost, you know what I mean, Power. Tariq, they had a spinoff with Tariq and the white boy Brady. You know what I mean? My best duo. I like the what's called. But if y'all watch Ghost, y'all see that white boy. He was a Western, the white male, because the white, you know what I'm saying? This sound crazy, but the white male who was Tariq's friend, he was a Western, and his family had so much money, but Tariq was dealing drugs at the school, and the white guy, he started dealing drugs with Tariq because he felt free. You know what I mean? He had all the money in the world, and his parents could get him out of any situation, as you saw in the series, but it was just the fact of the freedom of him being able to sell drugs, and he was like, I'm happy because this is not my parents' money. You know what I mean? He couldn't get cut off from no funds because now he making his own money. When people get their independence, that's the trick, man. To take away people's independence and freedom. And when they give you your so-called independence, that's when people start feeling high vibrational, feeling better. When the whole time you don't have any independence at all. Because if you was the person, I bet you right now can't none of your family members know how, no matter how old they is or how educated they is, I bet they can't run for president. I bet they won't get elected. A lot of people should have seen it when they found out all the presidents are related. They're cousins. So if that's not a eye boggler, the fuck. If that's not hitting no type of sin in your brain, this should, you know what I'm saying? This should be crazy to you. You know what I mean? When have you ever heard of somebody outside of Joe Blow down the street from Memphis running and winning presidential election back in the G? You ain't gonna hear that. Kentucky or something, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere you from. You know what I mean? Winning it. They probably won for mayor or something like that. But ain't nobody really running. Like, who do we know that ran for president? We don't know these people. These people giving us people. It's nobody we're going to select. Ain't nobody going to select no motherfucking Kamala Harris and all that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody select Donald Trump. These are people who just ran. They was already part of the organization. The people didn't even choose the candidate, so how the fuck we gonna even choose the winner? You feel what I'm saying? If you don't choose the candidates, how can you choose the winner? That's all I'm saying. This is like a basketball game, you know what I mean? If you pull up and everybody already got their team together, who the fuck is you choosing? It ain't until you walk on that court like, oh, we want him and him, and get on this motherfucking what's called. But it's just like it's like a lot of shit don't make sense to people, you know what I mean? You can't even pull out the facts because some people, like, you know what I'm saying, who know you, they just like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I guess because you signed up for that to talk about politicians and all that. You from the hood or whatever. You just don't know nothing. You know what I mean? You just don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when people try to do shady business. All this how these record labels get these artists. It was like, okay, have a lawyer look up your contract. They be like, better yet, I'm gonna give you my lawyer. They done selected the lawyer for you because their lawyer is working in the best interest of the person who's trying to sign this person. And these artists go for it. You know what I mean? They don't go get your own lawyer, your own candidate, because they know The power of having the candidates chosen for the people or chosen for you is going to be in their best interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't watched not a damn dish right here. I'm supposed to been watching dishes, but you know what I'm saying? I'm over here letting out my frustration and shit about the shit. Cause it just don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense how we not able to look at certain things. And if we only let our mind wander just a little bit on these topics, you know what I mean? We'll see how much they didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? People are only trying to pick the lesser evil, the best candidate. You know what I mean? You gotta be in a position where you gotta pick the like shit like this. That's like me. Like shit, these two women was given to me. Like I gotta goddamn either pick the rich woman who cheat a lot, or I gotta pick the woman who's faithful, who don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? I gotta weigh my options on some shit I ain't even choose. You know what I'm saying? I'm free, but I ain't watching no damn dish. There ain't nothing but 5 dishes in here. I've been on live 25 minutes. After I said this live ain't gonna be long, but it's like certain stuff I be having to say, man, cause like a lot of this stuff just don't make sense, man. People just don't know. They feel like these are their thoughts, but it ain't their thoughts, man. People are under programming. Some people just NPCs, you know. We got some good NPCs out here, non-playable characters. That's here to help you on your journey. And some NPCs that help you to just, you know what I'm saying, get you off your focus, get you off your journey. You know what I mean? Everything and everyone has a purpose. Whether they soulless or they have souls, it's still an energetic consciousness that can infiltrate the way you believe or perceive in the world that we're living in. You know what I mean? But you just gotta be smart enough to, if you really believe in it, man, stand on it. I'm gonna do it. That's why, you know what I'm saying? People don't like when you stand on shit, man, but you just gotta do it. You're not gonna be liked, you know what I mean? If you're not going with the narrative, it's hard to be liked when you're not, you know what I mean, partaking in the circus. Like, I'm not gonna do shit like this for my ancestors, you know what I mean? Because I can see my ancestors getting the benefit out of me voting. Shit, if they died for me to vote, shit, they already dead, so what the fuck? I didn't die for me to vote. I didn't come here thinking in my mind, then I gotta go vote for my ancestors. They died, I got you. No, this shit. Nah, man. It makes no sense to me to go vote, you know what I'm saying, for somebody who, that's what their primary goal was to do if they was alive on this planet. That was their goal to vote, you know what I mean? It's not my goal. If it's not your goal to vote, why are you voting for your ancestors? You know what I mean? You supposed to be living it. Like last time I checked, you supposed to be living this life for you. You know what I'm saying? And making sure the generations that's on this planet right now benefit from what we going through. Not the past generation, you know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff we can learn from our ancestors and all that, but this lifetime right now, we supposed to be living it for us. What's gonna make sense for us? What are we gonna die for if we would ever die for something? They died for that already. Let y'all tell it. And I don't feel like they died for that. They died for freedom. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said. And then it's crazy. I'm smart enough to know that this shit would sound offensive to some people. You know what I'm saying? But who cares? Because the truth is gonna sound offensive. A lot of people ain't used to hearing it. Now if I was on this, man, go vote, man. Go vote for man. Fuck this shit. I don't care if she white, black, purple, green, blue, brown. If I ain't choose her ass, I'm not finna pick between somebody who I never even chose to even go up on the stand and speak for me. What I look like? This shit just crazy. Man, this shit crazy. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Y'all still in this junk? Let me see. For real, man. Need to have a rally out this motherfucker. They'll never let nobody like me talk at the motherfucking rally, cause I'm gonna tell everybody the truth. I'm being in front like, when did we choose Kamala? Or when did we choose Donald Trump to be our motherfucking spokesperson? Shit. Nobody told these folks came up, started popping their shit, and told us to vote for them. We didn't go seek these folks out. I mean, so my ancestors died for me to vote for Donald Trump. My ancestors died for me to vote for Kamala Harris just because she's black. I don't like her energy. I don't care if it's black women watch me, black dudes watching me who like this your person you wanna vote for, man. That's just my honest opinion. I ain't saying it in no disrespectful way, but I can read energy through a screen, man. There's nothing about that person that says I'm here for anybody. It don't speak to me. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of people lack awareness of reading body language and all that. But there's nothing about that woman that says I'm here from to do good. Nothing about it. Either of these people, man. They got stuff that we both against. They got stuff that we were okay, yeah. That shit don't make no sense. But yeah, man, I'm done watching these dishes. I'm gonna read these comments real quick. See what y'all talking about. I'm finna go and get up out of here, man. Gonna take my daily walk. I said, they don't know what it do. Let's jump into with these voting shenanigans. Damn, Damara, you just not coming to this jump, man. I done popped. I done already talked and get out this jump, man. I wish you was in here early. I appreciate everybody who listened and took out, man, you know what I'm saying, time, what I had to say. Took out their time just to listen to this. Lisa said, I feel like my best friend pressed me about voting yesterday. When I talk about spirituality, he calls it the magic stuff. Yeah. It's like we not able to have our own opinions about stuff, man. Like, it's the programming, you know what I mean? Like, we just got to keep on going back to the movie The Matrix, man. A lot of these people have programming. They're not ready to be unplugged, you know what I mean? No matter how much you speak it to them. You try to speak life to them, try to speak it, though. You know what I'm saying? He said, right, bro. I can hear you. I can't talk to my family about this shit. You can't. And that's sad, man. Like, I feel like everybody should, even if it's a disagreement, bro, we should be able, as people, to talk it out. But like I said, it's been so much programming in the family that, like I said, you might be a person like me, bro. You might be a person who had a so-called bad history with your family, or you did certain things that they wouldn't do in the past, and now they looking at you like, now all of a sudden he right, he's spiritual, he eating clean now. You know what I mean? A lot of people look at your spirituality as a facade if you trying to escape your past life and you trying to, you know what I mean? Which it is what you trying to do. You don't want to do the things that you used to do, but they look at it as a mirror or reflection of you putting a mask on. The whole time you ain't putting no mask on, you're changing internally. And what you seeing externally, it scares you because either you feel like you gotta grow, or you just feel like, this nigga's, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Or you really see how people used to look at you when you turn into the new you. That's all I gotta say. When you try to talk and stuff, you really see how people look at the new you. You know what I mean? A lot of people not gonna ever be prepared for your growth. You know what I mean? A lot of people not prepared for growth themselves. Like I said, a lot of people feel like they prized possession is their homes and they, you know what I mean? Like, these are things to be proud of, but it's not to get so endorsed in this shit. Like, this is you, this the foundation. A house can get, a house can get torn down. A car can get repossessed, even if you own it. Somebody can come burn your motherfucking car right now. Is your whole soul gonna be gone? Is you gonna let this shit just kill you inside so much that this external shit is gonna mess your whole life up? You know what I'm saying? It would with some people. All this shit is dead. These are matrix accomplishments. They want you to feel so proud of that you got this new 2025 Benz, this new house on these, you know what I'm saying? Our accomplishments supposed to be in this grass, yard, cultivating fruits, really letting this shit cultivate itself because it grew without us. Like, when we came to this planet, all this shit was grown already. You know what I mean? It's just like we gotta regrow and do all this shit because they turn it down so we won't have it. And they, you know what I'm saying, making sure they putting up sidewalks and concrete over the grass when there was trees once here before. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get back to stuff that was already, it was cultivating stuff and it was self-sustaining itself. You know what I mean? So it's how people looking at it, man. We too focused on these matrix accomplishments to focus on the spirituality and the accomplishments that we need to be trying to dive in within. People should be accomplished on how well they can sit still, you know what I mean, and be peaceful and be quiet, you know what I mean, in a world full of noise. And that's not an accomplishment to people, you know what I mean? That's really not an accomplishment. Peace is really an accomplishment to me. Now that's what we're here to find: peace, tranquility, or they say you get in the state of nirvana, you know what I mean? Just like blissfulness. That's what we're here to find. That's what we're here to experience. You know what I mean? But like I said, we put jewelry, clothes, cars over all that, and that's why people are still not happy, because all that outside shit won't equate. It will never suffice for the inside happiness. I don't care how much you go write that mug vote. I don't even know how to fucking vote. And that's not the reason why I'm not voting, because it's easy, simple. Shit, I can go watch what the fuck they doing up there. But I ain't never voting, I will not vote. And like I said, it sounds ignorant to a person who, you know what I'm saying, been programmed to believe that voting is the most important thing you can do, when it's not. Being healthy is the most important thing you can do. Family, taking care of your family is the most important thing you can do. Being on a loving vibration is the most important thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these folks discourage you, because like I said, it's going to be a lot of people in your family, acquaintances, people, random people outside going to be trying to discourage you from what you doing, bro. They part of the matrix. You know what I'm saying? That's what they is. They are part of the matrix. Don't let them folks get you off your journey and think what you think ain't real. It's real. For real, man. Let y'all know. And like I said, I can come in and tell y'all about what y'all going through, because I'm going through it. Any spiritual person gonna go through it. It's the inevitable. You can't. You're not gonna go through it. Because that's gonna be your biggest test. Or am I gonna do what my family say? Am I gonna start back eating the way they eating? Or am I gonna start back watching the stuff they doing? You know what I mean? Bro, you gotta stand on what you believe in for your life to change. It's not gonna change in one day, one night, one month. You know what I'm saying? Even though your life can change overnight, but I'm just talking about spiritual wise on your mindset. You know what I mean? You transitioning into elevation. That's just gonna keep on growing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how flimsy this matrix is. You can go from being broke today and be rich tomorrow, because it's easy to obtain the things of the earthly world. This matrix, it's easy. It's hard to sit there and meditate for a fucking hour. You can't buy and change in meditation. You want to do that shit overnight. But all this, like, you can manifest a car tomorrow. Somebody can literally walk up and give you a fucking car key. That's not so impossible. But it is for you to obtain a level of fasting for a week, because that takes time. You feel what I'm saying? That shit takes time. A lot of things that you really need on this planet takes time. Like I said, all this matrix stuff you can go get in a drop of a dime. Like, literally, you can just manifest this shit and drop. You can go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go sign up for a house right now, and this person be wanting the person to occupy their space so bad that they gonna accept you, even your criminal record or your what's, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that happen. That shit can be obtained easily. Discipline can be obtained easily. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to be celibate or abstain from sex, that can be obtained easily. You can't go buy abstinence. You know what I mean? These are practices that you have to do. You can't go buy yoga breathing. You can't go pop a pill and they tell you how to breathe and all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that's important is going to take you a while to master in the world, you know what I'm saying, achieve, because you can, what they say, you can never really master nothing. You know what I mean? You can just excel in it and keep on excelling, because we was not put on this planet to master anything, because you will never be able to master consciousness, because there's no level of consciousness. It's just up, 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 up. You can't put a cap on it. You know what I mean? So you cannot master consciousness, because if you cannot do it. You just cannot do it. You can just not do it. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that we need to do, you can't top out at it. You know what I mean? You probably can top out at a job or whatever and they highest paying is $30, you can do that. You know what I mean? But it's not a goal on spirituality. Because a lot of stuff won't be happening if it was something you can top out on. You know what I mean? Consciousness just keep on growing and growing and growing. Existence itself is hard to even fucking explain. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that's just too miraculous and just too divine to top out of it. You know what I mean? Because when do you decide you stop growing? When do you decide, man, I know everything when it comes to Kung Fu. I know everything when it comes to meditation. I know everything when it comes to herbs. How? You ain't even been to every place on this planet yet. You ain't even been to every place in your mind yet. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of places that you won't even get the opportunity to go in this vessel. Because this is temporary. But your consciousness is not. Because if it was a level, life wouldn't go on and go on and go on. Life is going to always go on and go on because it's always going to be new things to learn, new things to discover, new things to create if you ain't got nothing to discover. You feel what I'm saying? That's how vast this knowledge is, man. It's too much. You can't master, you can't top out. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I've been in this jump 40 minutes. I'm finna go and do my walk. See, I'm saving my time and energy with voting. Glad me and my parents are on the same page. We all decided we weren't voting this year. Shout out to you and your family, man. Demario. Said definitely felt the pressure, but I ain't voting. Don't give a fuck about no election. I already know it's election. For sure. Real, man. That's what it's all about, man. Knowing your place and what you're gonna bring to this matrix, man. Yeah, people have been asking me, have I voted or will I vote? My response is if I was ignorant. Yeah, you ruffling some feathers with that response. I would have voted, but because I'm awake now, the system and lies, I'm not voting for, falling for the wicked. Yeah, you just become a part of the circus when you're doing it, especially when you know in your soul, you know what I mean? This just ain't what, nothing, like I said, when you came here, nothing trickled off in your spirit and said, I gotta vote. Appreciate that, Sam. Yo, just got in. Yeah, you gonna have to rewind this young back, man. I was just speaking on my side about how I feel about, man, this matrix and how it's going. You know what I mean? Don't go do something you don't want to do. Like I said, I don't care. Don't get pressured to do nothing. Don't get pressured to if you out and you whether you alcohol fast and you going without alcohol for a month. If it's your birthday, don't drink that liquor, man. You know what I'm saying? Stand on what you believe in. If you know it's gonna poison you at the end of the day, or anything, a relationship gonna poison you at the end of the day, get away from it. You know what I mean? Or they say what's meant to be for you is gonna come back to you. I don't think no liquor bottle gonna come back to you. You know what I mean? Or anything of that matter gonna come back to you, man. Just stand on what you believe in, because a lot of people are not gonna expect you to stand on what you believe in. Because a lot of people don't stand on what they believe in. You know what I mean? You just gotta stand on it. Like, for real, man. Like I said, it's no fight against nobody, but I be having to talk to y'all when it comes to certain situations, man. I be having to talk to y'all because, like I said, like y'all said in the comment section, a lot of people who around y'all won't listen to you. A lot of people won't listen to me. You know what I mean? And it got to come out. It just got to come out. You know what I mean? How you? It takes the left wing and right wing to fly the bird, but when people go vote left and vote right, that's just divide and conquer. Yeah. You say they really divide people, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with the conversation, you can say it's a conversation of division when it comes to our family members, you know what I mean? They don't want to hear what we got to say because it's dividing the concept of what concept that they believe in, you know what I mean? It doesn't match, you know what I mean? But I can sit there and say that because I'm listening. I'm listening to what you just told me. You said my ancestors died for this, and I'm gonna respond with, I don't feel like they did die for this. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if they did, like, I feel like a lot of them was unaware. Like, why are we gonna? Cause so you mean to tell me you would die for something your ancestor believed in? Like, I'm all against listening to ancestors, but I'm not into doing what they was doing. You know what I mean? What if my ancestor never got a chance to jump off a cliff? It was like, ancestor, I died trying to jump on this cliff and make it to the other side. I need you to do it. I'm like, ancestor, no. I don't. It was not a smart choice when you did it, so I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta be willing to say no to our ancestors. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be. You gotta, like I said, it's come with a part of having your own mind, and a lot of people are not gonna get it because we was taught to listen to our ancestors. We was taught to listen to our parents. Our parents was taught to listen to their parents. Their parents were taught to listen to their parents. But sometimes listening to your parents ain't always the good thing for your spirit. You know what I mean? It ain't the good thing to do. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things that listening to your parents can put you in certain situations. And sometimes they can put you in good situations than the ones you thought of, but it's still, you learn from that experience. You know what I mean? If you had to hit your head a couple times, or if you had to hit your head one time, it's still sculpting you for who you need to be. You don't sculpt. You try to guide your child for what you want them, like for the success, but you don't pick their occupation. You know what I mean? Just like some people over the world, they get told who their husband's gonna be and all that. This lack of freedom. Everybody should have their own free will to be able to listen to the gems that their parents drop. You know what I mean? And be able to the blocks that they drop for me, I should be able to build my own house with it. Your parents should not give you the blocks and still build what they want you to build for themselves, what they want you to see. You know what I mean? They should just give you the building blocks, the tools to build your house. They should not be giving you the tools and building your house for you. A lot of people are mentally, you know what I'm saying, living in a house that's built off the foundation of their parents. You know what I mean? Off everything like that. And it's not the right way to me. You know what I mean? It's just not the right way to me. Cause I wouldn't do that to my kids. You know what I mean? I just give them good game. You know what I mean? I talk to them like, this what I did when I was young. You know what I mean? This didn't work out for me, such and such. And I'm gonna let them folks decide. Even if I feel like it's a bonehead move, I'm saying I wouldn't do that. Even the younger me wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? But if they still decide to do this, this is what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? There's a lot of decisions that children make, you know what I mean, that their parents wouldn't do, and some of them end up dying for that. But sometimes I ain't like, it might sound crazy, sometimes that's needed, you know what I mean? Because some people on this planet, they just not gonna learn until they die. There's people out here robbing, they gonna keep on robbing, they gonna keep on stealing, they probably be murderers themselves, but they not gonna learn to stop doing it until they deceased. You know what I'm saying? Like how they say some people gotta learn the hard way. The hard way might be death. But it might not take me and you to die to know that this is a bad decision. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, death is not a bad, you know what I'm saying, bad thing. It's just something that happens that this person made a decision, and some people didn't make that decision. Some people just got their life taken, and they probably didn't indulge in no type of bad activity. You know what I mean? It probably was something they chose prior to even entering their vessel. You know what I mean? Some people chose to be here a certain amount of time, and the circumstances that played out may not be they might be not conscious enough to know that they chose it, or it might look like a bad circumstance on the outside looking in, but spiritually things happen for a reason always. But yeah, that's all I want to say in this video, man. Exactly, I need to talk to my grandparents about it. Oh yeah, the grandparents, it's gonna be kind of hard for them. I ain't even gonna lie. IO7 said everyone isn't using full capacity of their brain. Yeah, that's another fact. That's what I said. That's what I said a couple times, man. Like, for real. And that's why you can't get mad at certain stuff, because a lot of people ain't using the function of their brain. Like I said, man, me being more aware in the hood and me still being in the hood, I'm actually seeing it now. You know what I mean? Cause like I walk at the park in my hood and I'm looking at the kids, how they playing. I'm seeing the kids, they doing what they do. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't trying to drop no dimes, but it's like I'm like, damn, man, I was so unaware of the mental illness. And because this one kid I be seeing, I noticed him, cause like I said, when I be walking around the track, I was like, that little kid got a mental illness, you know what I mean? And they already say, like, you know, I already know the mental illness started in, like, in the school and all that, because the food, the lunches they give us, people eating Skittles, we ate all that junk food. They couldn't, like, they just got us so unhinged, you know what I mean? So a lot of people ain't using 100% of their, I mean, a big portion of their brain. Some people not using it at all. Like, just because somebody can talk to you, that doesn't mean they're a so-called, they're a spiritual zombie. Like, some people are really coasting through life using like 4% of their brain, if not any of it. You know what I mean? Because if they're not using that 4%, the parasites are using this shit. Like, the parasites can really drive you to do a lot of stuff and have certain conversations. Like, people don't understand like how the big role that parasites play in interacting with a human. Like, for real, for real. Like, the parasites can literally control a person's thoughts, mind, and make the person you talking to reject what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even forget about that. You know what I mean? Like, we got sometimes we got to realize, man, we're not even talking to that. We just talking to that human vessel. We're not actually talking to that spirit that we talking to. We're not actually talking to their soul. Like, when I say these parasites, they get in your brain. Like I said, I always got to keep on referencing that SpongeBob episode when Plankton got in SpongeBob's brain and started controlling it. Plankton was being a parasite. They was trying to let you know when he was trying to get the formula and shit. Like, parasites can actually do that, man. They swim up to your brain. Some people got parasites in their eyes. They swim up to your brain and they start controlling you, telling you what to go eat, what to go think, what type of foods they like. And you think it is your food, you know what I mean? Like I said, I be noticing that shit a lot when I'm fasting, man. Like, I be having dreams about foods that I don't even eat. I like, this ain't nothing but a parasite. You know what I mean? You just got to be aware that they in your body and they telling you to go eat this certain stuff. Yes, I have parasites in my body. They gonna be, I'm getting these bitches out. You know what I mean? But they're in my body. When I wake up, I have a dream. Like, sometimes I wake up in my mouth, I'm chewing, like, for real. And it happens frequently because I fast a lot. And when these parasites know they dying, they're gonna send images to your head, and they're really gonna attack you when it comes to dreaming. Like, last night, I had dreams about eating chocolate. I don't even eat chocolate like that. It be a lot of stuff I have dreams about eating. I be like, man, these parasites trying to really knock me off my goal. You know what I mean? That's what people gotta understand. When you have dreams like that and stuff like that, you like, why am I craving this? You know what I mean? A lot of them cravings coming from them, what they want. It may be some stuff that you really don't even like to eat. But they saying, man, go eat it, man. I'm feeling a little 4 for 4-ish. You don't even really like the 4 for 4. You know what I'm saying? Man, go get the 4 for 4, man. Fuck with me, bro. You driving in the rain, in the snow to go get the shit. You cold as hell. But, you know what I'm saying? You still going to do it because they want you to go do it. A lot of people don't believe in, a lot of people believe in MK Ultra, but the biggest MK Ultra of the mind control is the parasites you have in your body. Like I said, and these doctors say you got parasites, and they don't give you a descriptive meaning of what parasites is. A lot of people really think that parasites are just little bugs and shit, and they not smart. Like, you got, what I say, people gotta realize, man, there's nothing on this planet, flies, anything, all the ants, they're not dumb. No matter big or small, man. Like, they try to give dogs and say dogs dumb on the internet, man. Nothing that has consciousness is dumb. Yeah, a dog may act like a dog, but a dog is not dumb. An ant may be way smaller than you, but an ant is not small. They build colonies. They have unity. They have more unity than humans. Humans can't even be organized as ants sometimes. And you be sitting there thinking flies and shit is dumb. Man, nothing is dumb. So when you look at parasites in your body, you're thinking the smaller entities are dumb. No, they're very fucking, they just fucking tiny. They smart as hell though. They know what the fuck they doing. They know what the fuck they want to eat. You know what I'm saying? They know. So a lot of people look at this shit and doctors tell them they have parasites. A lot of people don't even bat an eye because they don't even know what a parasite is, or they just thinking it's, oh damn, I got something, I got a worm in me. I gotta get this worm out. You know what I'm saying? They don't know this worm has a whole colony inside your damn gut and instructing you to do a lot of different shit that you don't even do. Parasites can even have the influence on the spouses you choose. A lot of people are like, why the fuck am I constantly choosing this mate? It's the parasite that's making you choose this toxic ass person. Like, for real. I don't want to put it all on the parasite when it comes to dating and all this shit, but they do have an influence on who you date, who you mate with. Like, for real. That's how intelligent these things are. You know what I mean? People really think they have control of their body, and sometimes you really don't have as much control. That's why you have to build up this. That's why you have to start fasting and killing these things out so you can start gaining their control back, man. But these folks have a big influence on a lot of stuff. They feed off you. They far from dumb. Exactly. Like, real, like, if they really having their way in this motherfucker. This is like somebody just being out here, being able to walk in your house, walk in the house, live off their joint, don't have to work. You know what I mean? And you doing, like, they got you doing everything. How can a person be dumb? How can an entity or a species be dumb if they making you do the shit you doing? And shit we feel like we doing is smart. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like, them folks, it's highly intelligent, man. Like, people gotta understand why it's important to get these things out. You know what I mean? The real puppet masters. Facts. Love her. Shout out to you. Said, what's something to help get rid of parasites? I currently use black seed oil and take bee pollen. I heard, like, all the external shit. I heard, like, parasite seeds, papaya seeds. Swallow them whole. Don't chew them up. So because I heard the papaya seeds act as like a magnet when they go in your gut, and they'll pull the parasites out. I heard a black walnut hull. You know what I mean? These are things I haven't actually experienced. I just seen parasites come out of me when I'm fasting. This is why I do, because, like I said, this is not gonna be everybody go to, because everybody don't like just want to stop eating, but you really have to starve some of them things off. You know what I mean? Like, for real, for real. When you doing juice cleanses and all that, you'll see some of them coming out. And when you doing, like, water cleanses, a lot of them things will come out because you're no longer feeding them. You know what I mean? Some of them you have to just really kill off. And then like, I would just say, man, to kill them parasites off, you gotta fast. You just gotta get your body to a certain frequency, because this is why they're able to live in our body. Our body has become so dense, and we have so much material in our body due to the lack of fasting. They're able to have solid material, which is old waste that they can latch on to. And even if we having bowel movements twice a day, 3 times a day, we still have a section of old waste in our body that this is where they colonies live. So when we do a complete flush of our bodies, they won't be able to cling on to nothing. You know what I mean? And then as we fast and all these things, these dense materials, processed foods come out of our body, because that's what they make us eat this food for. So, you know what I mean? Because that's what really run the fucking planet. You know what I mean? It ain't even all these reptilians and all this shit. It's these parasites. They make it, because even some of these reptilians and all some of these higher entities that's controlling us, they have parasites that's controlling them. That's what's crazy. We think the aliens, like certain species, are in control, and they are in a certain instance, but they're being controlled by parasites. This is how smart the parasites are. They don't even come from this fucking planet. And they're controlling so-called higher entities and different entities that we don't even so-called like or we get along with. You know what I mean? So they're being controlled. So you got, so if you say if it's reptilians or whatever, they're making these reptilians prepare these foods with parasites inside of them. You know what I mean? Making all this shipment of food go out. You know what I mean? So that's how they take over planets. Now they don't take over planets by going capturing, shooting, enslaving. They go and they make you a part of them. You know what I mean? Just like the movie The Faculty. That's how they took over the whole school and the whole whatever when they was in Ohio. The Faculty movie is a perfect example of that. They infiltrated by getting the that's why the movie called The Faculty. they infiltrated by getting the faculty. They poisoned the faculty and put the actual parasites, and they used the word parasites in the movie. They took over the school by the faculty, and what the faculty do? The faculty started getting the students. Then they got the football players, and then that was like big in football. So whenever the crowd came out, they would get the whole crowd of people. You know what I mean? That's how they infiltrate. That's how they take over the whole world. They're a little species that you can barely see. Is the whole thing that's influencing this whole world. And they just need water. Exactly. See, Flex, you on it, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of people, a lot of people, I love coming in there and talking. A lot of people can't handle this conversation, man. And then sometimes it scare people. But it is what it is. That's all they need is water. And like in that movie, the faculty, what they were drinking? A lot of water. Because that's what they need, fluid. You know what I mean? Because some of them have sex in your body, they procreate. But like in that movie, in the faculty, all he did was touch that parasite. And that motherfucker duplicated by itself. There's a lot of parasites that don't even need another mate to replicate. You feel what I'm saying? That's how intelligent they is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of people gotta understand, man, these parasites in your body, but a lot of people like, man, damn, so you mean to tell me the parasites, they only get certain, like, a lot of these external, like, herbs, they will help get some of these things out, but like I said, fasting, you have to get your body, because a true human body, they wouldn't even be able to last or inhabit a body so high vibrational like ours. But like I said, they attack us when we young, and they put all these foods in our body to stiffen up our gut and lower our vibrations so it can be habitable for them. But a true human body who fasting, we not really eating their foods like that. We eat sometimes, our vibrations is gonna be so high. Because these are low vibrational beings. It don't matter if you low vibrational or high vibrational. You still can be very, very intelligent. So these are low vibrational beings. So us being high vibrational beings, or once upon a time we were very high vibrational beings, it would burn their ass up just to be in our body. Because our vibration would be too motherfucking high. That's why I say, that's why I constantly promote healthy living, healthy eating, and fasting. But like I said, a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear that. They're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But to keep these parasites out, because it's impossible. If you're gonna stay a dense human being, they're not gonna ever leave, because you got parasites in fruits too. You know what I mean? Like, it's fruits, it's parasites everywhere. So yeah, fruits, you'll be more healthy and your vibration will be higher, but they feed off fruits too. It's nothing that these parasites don't eat. They would rather eat stuff that's decaying and, you know what I'm saying, and turn and rot real quick, like meats. They love the meats and the sweets and stuff like that, but they will eat the fruits too. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, you just gotta get your body like that. Like I said, I'm a living witness. Like, I'm a person who fasts like, and I don't get hungry like that. So I'm trying to tell people, man, you will get used to not eating like that. You know what I mean? And it's literally no bad consequences to fasting, unless you just trying to do a prolonged fast and you just operating vehicles. If you're doing like a water fast or what you call it. When you doing certain fasts like dry fast, water fast, just stay at the house and let your body heal. And when you doing like fruit cleanses and juice fast, you can be out and about, because this still give you energy. But if you want, because you're going to have to cleanse every day. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to take them papaya seeds every day, like some medicine. You're going to take the black walnut every day. All these things to cleanse these parasites, because you're eating stuff that contain parasites every day, whether they fruits or whether it's meat. So the best bet, if you want to keep them out of your body, get your body highly vibrational, and get it highly vibrational enough to where if they was even come in your body, they will fucking burn the fuck up. That's what it's gonna be. Because like I said, a high vibrational body, they cannot do it. That's why they attack our bodies. They attack our vessels as infants, because they know that they not gonna be able to take over a God body, a goddess body. They're not gonna be able to do that. Anything in our body that's a foreign invader, our body's gonna instantly fend it off. You know what I mean? But our shit running so slow, we can barely fight off a cold in 5 fucking days. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna be able to battle the parasites that's more intelligent and can change their structure and do they, you know what I'm saying? They can change their body and how they even look if they know you looking at them. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of stuff they can do. You know what I mean? They can morph and all this shit in your body. And some of them can go undetected. That's how smart they is. You know what I mean? But like I said, if you got a high vibrational body, it ain't shit to these folks. It ain't nothing they can do. Let me get up out of here, man. I've been said I was gonna get out of here. See, it's a series on Netflix called Parasite. You might want to watch. I don't watch nothing else about no Parasites, little fella. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting their ass out of this vessel, man. Yeah, man, it's been real, man. Y'all like the live, man. I done went into spirituality and voting all that, but it's an important live, man. Y'all make sure y'all share the live, watch the live again if you just coming in. No problem. I was trying to say your name right, Peria. I hope I said it right. All right, Lisa E. Yeah, man, everybody take care, man. Stand on what you believe in. Stand up for your rights. Move on up. You go watch how high.